Hi everyone, my name is Elvis Abenga from BEGI'S Law Offices and Chambers here with one of our weekly nuggets, and today we are having a very interesting conversation regarding what to do when you are preparing for your very first visit to a lawyer. You have a legal issue and you need someone to talk to, a legal brain to go through to listen to your story. What do you do as you prepare for that initial visit, and what should you expect out of it? What can you do to be able to make your visit to your lawyer the most productive for you? That's what we're talking about today. It's something I've been asked by different people, and today I want to just give you a few guidelines on what you can do to be able to make your first visit to your lawyer very productive. First thing, you need to establish that your lawyer is licensed to practice law. It is very unfortunate if you go and see a lawyer who's unqualified, unlicensed, because they may give you some advice which may not be correct or accurate, and you may end up suffering consequences, because you may end up doing things or taking decisions that you would otherwise not be taking had you consulted a qualified lawyer. In Kenya, how do you do that? You simply search through the advocate search engine that is at the Law Society of Kenya website. You just Google search or Bing search Law Society of Kenya advocate search engine. You type in the name of the person you want to see, and it will tell you whether they are active or not. If it lists someone as active, it means they have a current license to practice the law during this specific year. If not, then you know they do not have a license to practice law. They're inactive for whatever reason. Reasons that make advocates inactive is maybe they've not attended the necessary continuous professional development points, and such and such. So you must be able to know that the lawyer you want to see, and in Kenya it's an advocate, the advocate you want to consult is duly licensed to be able to practice law and to see clients and consult and be able to give the necessary advice. Second, you also need to do a bit of research and find out the area of expertise of the advocate that you want to talk to. Advocates, they do different things. We have lawyers, and by the way, for purposes of this video, I'm using these terms interchangeably. In a different video, probably I'll tell you the difference between an advocate and a lawyer. But for today, let me use these terms interchangeably and say that we have different types of lawyers. Lawyers who practice family law and constitutional law, dispute resolution, like myself. We have other lawyers who prefer doing corporate stuff, just dealing with companies and commercial transactions. We have employment lawyers. We have lawyers who specialize in oil and gas. We have different types of lawyers. At BEGI'S Law Offices and Chambers, we are privileged to have all these lawyers in our different 13 practice areas. And so we always advise clients, when you're coming to see a lawyer, find out what kind of law they practice. So if you have a family law issue, does the lawyer you want to see have some experience or expertise in that area, or will you be going to a criminal lawyer to talk about family law issues? Or going to a family lawyer to talk about employment law related issues? I must say though, lawyers are generally trained. When we're doing our undergraduate, I happen to train lawyers. I teach at the university, and we teach all these areas of law at the university, but with time, lawyers tend to specialize and focus more on one specific area and become really good at that. So I would advise you to find out what is your lawyer good at, and ensure that the issue that you want to consult with is within the area of expertise of this lawyer. How do you do this? You can simply, when you're booking an appointment, just ask Are you knowledgeable in this and this area? You don't have to get into a full consultation, but just ask, and you will be able to know whether the lawyer you want to see can actually help you or not. Then moves into the third step, thing that you need to do. You've ascertained that the lawyer is qualified and licensed to practice law. You've ascertained that now the area that they are practicing is what you want to consult in. Then you book an appointment. Booking an appointment is usually very good because you are able to understand and have your time saved, and the lawyer is able to prepare in advance for your visit. At BEGI'S Law offices and chambers, we have an online booking portal through our website www.begislaw.com/econsult. You can be able, when you just go to our website, you go to the eConsult portal. There will be a link shared under this video. You will be able to book any appointment at the comfort of your home, and you come and get seen. So once you book an appointment, it's very important to keep time, attend to that appointment, but before then, summarize your matters. If you go to see a lawyer, most law firms charge consultations on the hour. So you might spend 1 hour, and by the time the hour is done, you have not yet covered the key facts of the case that you need. So you need to ask yourself, out of this very long story that I want to tell my lawyer, what are the very key ingredients? What are the things the key moving points that I would want addressed? I'm not saying that you hide anything from your lawyer, but you explain the key points, state the key points in your case that you need, and lawyers are trained to ask questions. So for instance, if you're coming to me and you're telling me this and this and this happened, if I need more information, I will prod. I'll ask you, tell me a little bit more about this, tell me a bit about that. Then I can be able to know and give you proper advice. So once you've done, you know exactly what you want, you have your story right, you get ready and you attend the consultation. I will not hesitate to say, of course, most consultations are charged because you're paying for the consultation. It's important to maximize on it. If you do not leave a consultation until you feel that your questions have been sufficiently addressed, that your facts have been heard, and that you have a way forward with regards to your case. So you've paid your consultation fee. And here I'll want to say something. Please don't consult lawyers for free. I get clients and people calling and saying, hey, I need to talk to you about this, and then proceeding to narrate the problems over the phone, and not wanting to pay consultation fee. Lawyers do spend a lot of time and energy and training of several years in order to be able to be in a position to give you the proper advice of what you need. So the moment you pay consultation fee, it really motivates the lawyer, and they will be able to give you the best possible advice, as opposed to when you want to take, maybe you have a friend who's a lawyer and you want to take them for granted because you're friends. They will most likely not give you the best advice possible because they do not have the necessary motivation. I'll tell you a little bit more about why consultation fee is very important. Once you've paid me consultation fee, it creates a legal liability on me to give you proper advice. What does that mean? That means that if I give you advice that is wrong, if I give you advice that you act on and then you suffer in any kind of way, you have the right to take me to court, to have my license taken, or even ask compensation for professional misconduct, because you paid for advice which I gave you, and that advice was wrong advice, and you ended up suffering for it. But see, if you don't pay consultation fee, and the lawyer, as much as they may be your friend or relative or someone you knew from childhood, and they give you advice, you do not have any right. If the advice doesn't work for you, or if you suffer from it, or if it's wrong advice, you don't have any right to claim. That is why consultation fee is very important. So that notwithstanding, you come, you sit, the lawyer will engage with you, listen to you, take down notes, take in your details, give you advice. Now, once you've been given the advice, you may decide that you want the advice in written form, in the form of a legal opinion, in which case lawyers will definitely charge differently for giving you a concise, well-researched legal opinion. But most times you'd find that now you're able to move on. A good lawyer will just summarize the advice in an email and send it back to you, and then you are able to make a decision. The fact that you've gone to a lawyer and consulted does not necessarily mean that lawyer now takes up your case. The consultation will only help the lawyer advise you on your legal rights and the best possible way, but there would be a need for a totally different conversation on whether the lawyer will now take up your case or not. I've had cases where a client comes, we have a consultation, they pay the fees, give them the advice, they walk away, and then later on maybe a matter goes on and there's an expectation that because there was that consultation that has been done, that now we'd all automatically take up the case. The decision on whether or not to take up a case depends on many different factors, such as conflict of interest, such as whether we have the manpower and skill and even the time to do that, and resources, different things that affect the decision whether a lawyer takes up your matter or not. So yeah, guys, that's a brief nugget on what you should do, especially as you prepare to see your lawyer, and what you should expect from your lawyer. I hope you found it valuable. If you have any question, please feel free to reach out to me through my email address, elvisabenga@begislaw.com. It will be at the bottom of at the end of this video. And remember, at BEGI'S Law, we exist to touch lives, and you can find us and book your own consultation with us through your email, through your website, or through your phone, going through begislaw.com, book an appointment. You can also consult with us virtually through our e-consult portal, which is absolutely free. We look forward to touching your lives. Until next time, from us, it's have a lovely time.